Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your good guy. Anyway, hey everybody, it's your good guy here, Prince Onyx, and I'm finally here to give you guys the Empire review. Yes, I know, my handwriting when it comes to notes, I write very fast because I keep having to pause it to make sure I get everything because y'all already know my reviews are very detailed. Hold on, let me take out this gum. Alright, now I'm back. Anyway, today's video is brought to you by the color blue, and the color blue stands for psychic awareness and meditation. I was about to say something else with an M. I forgot what. Thanks a lot, software update. Anyway, so yes, today's color is blue, and it represents psychic awareness and meditation. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and let's dive into the interview for the review for Empire Season 1, Episode 9, on to The Breach. So, we start off with Anika and Lucius at the house, and they are pretty much talking to a wedding planner about getting married, and they're talking about releasing doves and all this other stuff. And Anika was saying that, like, some other famous couple, they had doves at their wedding, and, Lucius was like, oh, we'll have more doves and something, this bitch is trying to take all my money. I don't know if he was talking about the wedding planner or Anika, but he had whispered that in Anika's ear, and she had, smiled and laughed. And with that, pause for a second. With that, I just realized that Anika really, when you think about it, is Anika really in love with Lucius, or is she in love with the idea of being married to somebody that's powerful? Because if you notice, when they had the engagement announcement, when Cookie was in the lingerie, she was, Anika was like, oh yeah, this is the same ring that such and such gave to Elizabeth Taylor. And it's just like, okay. And then with this episode, she was like, such and such had doves at their wedding. And it's just like, why are you comparing you and Lucius's marriage, or, about to be marriage, to other famous couples in history? Like, I don't even get that. And I just realized, y'all, let me put this damn phone on mute, not mute, vibrate, because I will not have any damn distractions. And you know what? Let's take another pause. Listen, if it ain't the niggas, it's the bitches that I'm fighting back and forth. At this point, I am tired, and your boy ain't got time for these bitches, and I ain't got time for these niggas. I just want to know this: can the boy Prince Onyx live? Because motherfuckers don't want me to live. They don't want me to win out here in these streets. But I shit you not. I shit you not. Let me go ahead and knock out these other projects and show these motherfuckers that you leave me in the dust, I'ma come back twice as hard on your ass. I'ma rise back like a fucking phoenix. Anyway, y'all, I excuse that. That was just a little rant because more behind the scenes shit has been going on. So, this wasn't really a behind the scene issue, but my friend was supposed to come over today, but she couldn't because she had to do something for a family member. So this was going to be another review with a friend, but she couldn't make it. So, sorry about that. So, there's that. But y'all, just some more behind the scenes shit happened, and I just, I literally had made 2 videos, but something in my spirit told me to stop recording them, and I did, and then I later deleted them, so I never uploaded them. But it was just like I was in my feelings at the time, and I was just tired because, someone showed me their true colors, and hey, it is what it is. They showed me their true colors, and I mean, hell, it was like, well, fuck me, right? Just forget about me. But that's alright, because it's like when I show, here's the thing, that's alright, because don't wonder why I stopped fucking with you after a while. So, that being said, let's get back to this review, because I'm about to, again, spiral into a fucking rant, and that's what this video is not about. Anyway, let's go back into it. So anyway, while Anika and Lucius were planning the little wedding, in comes Cookie and Portia, and they pretty much, fuck shit up. They kick out the wedding planner, and they expose Anika's secret that she's working with Beretti, and the fact that she hired Portia, not hired, but she was paying Portia to spy on Cookie. But little did she know, Portia is a loyal girl, a loyal young lady, and she is going to rock with Cookie and the Empire family. So that money that she got from Anika, yeah, she took that, but she spied it right back on your dumb ass. So, with that being said, we already know that Portia is a loyal chick, and she knows how to play. She knows how to play a motherfucker, she knows about these chickens, and she knows how to play a chicken, which is what Anika is. So anyway, they throw her clothes out, they take her phone and all that other stuff. Now, before all that happens, Lucius calls Malcolm and has him and his team kick out anybody who is not really an important board member. He has the team kick out any and everybody who ain't, you know, who might have some dirt or might be working with the enemy, and lock down and shut down Empire. And then you got Anika she's going down the other staircase, I think, and she was on the phone with Veronica Bosman, aka V Bosman, the singer, the dark-skinned girl with the bald head. She's talking to her and she's letting her know, oh yeah, remember how Empire couldn't get Kanye on your next album? Well, Creedmoor can. And she was like, you know, before Portia snatched the phone from her, she told her, you know, if anybody from Empire called you, do not pick up. So we already know, you know, Victoria has chosen her side, and she's rocking with Anika, which is pretty bad because, you know, she's a really good singer. I bought her music off of iTunes that's, you know, on the show. She's a really good singer. You guys should check her out. Anyway, so yeah, they throw her clothes out, you know, they do the phone check, you know, Cookie told the security guard, don't let her take that car because that's Empire's property. She throws it at the guy. And hold on, y'all, this is a distraction. Nope, because, oh shit, I forgot y'all was here. Nope, because they... Alright, I'm about to start dropping some motherfuckers like flies, because that shit just... Whew. I'm clutching my necklaces. Got my eyes closed. Don't do it. Alright, I'm back, y'all. Listen, I might have to fuck around and do a rant after this, because these motherfuckers trying it. And I ain't got to get your family. All I got to do is smack your ass in the streets when I see you. But any fucking way... Since motherfuckers really think I'm not about that life. But any fucking way, I've been known for smacking bitches and getting them up out of here. Fuck. Anyway, so yeah, all this shit goes down, and you know, pretty much, you know, Lucius was begging her and just telling her, and he was pretty much yelling at her, and he just, you know, let her know this. If you tell Beretti about my ALS and cost me this IPO, your father will go down for fraud and he will lose his license. Because at first she was like, are you threatening me? Because he told her that, you know, you might want to listen to me because your life depends on it. And in a sense, he has a fucking point. So, because it's funny how you were threatening him, but he flipped the tables on you. You threatened him in the last episode talking about, you know, oh, if my father goes down, I'm taking everything with him. Listen here, bitch. He pretty much flipped the table on your ass and let you know your father can go down for fraud and lose his license. So, you know, you really don't know the powers that you're fucking with right now, because you're fucking with the wrong ones. Anyway, let's go ahead. Whew, I swear, niggas and bitches, they ain't shit, y'all. Anyway, let's see, what else happens? I'm looking at my notes. Okay. So then we have Jamal, and he is filming a new video for his song, All of the Above. And, child, listen. He was filming a video, and it looked like a light-skinned version of How Does It Feel? And it was just like, what? It was just like you just looked at it, you was just like, huh? I mean, of course, when I could look, I ain't gonna shit y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I had started seeing, I was smiling or whatever. But no, what blew me away was the fact that Jesse's voice can go that high. At first, I thought that was like a sample of some song from the 80s, because the instrumental sounds like something, you know, from the 80s, so I thought it was sampled or whatever. But then when Jamal turned around, when the camera turned around on him and he was singing, I was just like, wait a minute, is his voice really going that high? Either his voice can't go that high, or they use auto-tune. I don't really know. I don't give a damn, and I really don't give a fuck. It is what it is, but that just blew me away, because, I mean, hell, I think that was just, you know, him. If that was auto-tune, who gives a fuck? Like, oh, God, it's so many God, I'm trying not to make this a rant, y'all, but it's so much shit I can say about so many fucking people. Who, be careful with the shit that you put on the fucking internet, because the power of screenshots. God be with me right now, because I'm trying not to lose it. Whew, niggas and bitches ain't shit. Anyway, he was filming his new video, and him and his new boyfriend, him and his new man Ryan, they were watching it, and then they were kissing and making out. Portia comes in, she tells them, y'all all kissing on each other and stuff like that. Tuck your chest in. Come on, we need you at Empire right now. We going to war, and that's just that. So then we turn over to Empire. Everybody's getting, kicked. The people who, were getting kicked out, they were getting kicked out, escorted the fuck out by security. The security was getting everybody the fuck up out of here. They was getting them together. Then got their ass the fuck up out of here. And, Lucius and Cookie and everybody was in the boardroom. They were going over everything. Malcolm let them know that, for the people, he let them know that everything in the system, all phones, emails, everything is being scanned and double checked. He's making sure that don't nothing happen. And, me and another YouTuber, well, not a YouTuber, but a subscriber of mine, we were talking about Malcolm, and, at first we thought that, maybe Malcolm might be working for the enemy, but now I'm not too sure. I don't think that Malcolm is, but then again, you never know. They might flip the script and turn the story on us, but I don't think that Malcolm is working for the enemy. So, see, that's all it takes. See, that's all it takes. Hold on, y'all. I'm so sorry. This is... Ooh, I swear. Never here. I know, right? Y'all just like, hurry up, damn, dude. I'm so sorry, y'all. Shit. Anyway, so yeah, they pretty much, they was just getting everybody to fuck up out of here and just, letting, he's just like, yeah, he wasn't letting nothing happen. Yeah, so it's like now I'm not too sure. I don't think that Malcolm is working with Beretti or anybody else. I think he generally is a good guy and he really wants to, make sure the Empire doesn't fall. Like, I can't see him working with the enemy. But if we find out that he is, shit, I'm gonna be looking stupid. I'm gonna be looking like, but any damn way, be looking like, huh? Damn, I trusted you. I rooted for you. But any fucking way, let's go. Let's move forward. So, next we see Andre at the house, and he's pretty much trying to take his medicine, but then he was remembering how his father pretty much treated the fuck out of him last episode, and he just said fuck it, and threw the meds down the toilet. And, Rhonda came in after he did that, and she had let him know that his phone was ringing because something was going on at Empire. Now, we go to the office. Now, on the screen, they have this thing called Artists in Play, and I guess that, I don't really know too much about it, but I guess that, it's pretty much something that happens when some shit like this happens, and artists are kind of up in the air, you're pretty much seeing, okay, which artists do we still have? Which ones are we taking out? It showed everybody's stats, how many albums they got on their contract, their net worth. I think what it was showing was their net worth, how much is in their budget, just what they are making, I guess, how much money they're making or whatever, all that other shit, So, yeah, and then we saw Becky had caught one of the employees, Carlos, that was his name. She had caught him trying to take Tiana off the list, and she just let him know, hey, Tiana has not left us. She is with the Empire side. Do not take her off the label. Because child, as quiet as it kept, Carlos was finna swipe her ass off the label. He was finna give her that good left swipe, and boop, she gone. And I was just like, God damn, like this shit is crazy. Because you got artists who. I'm going to get to that in a minute because that shit just blew my mind. So anyway, Jamal was telling another employee about, checking all the artists' personal lives and their managers' personal lives and everything down to the T, how they get down, if they do drugs, if they drink, who they have sex with, personal home addresses, the clubs that they perform at, clubs that they go to, all this stuff, radio station interviews, all this stuff. Have all the personal information. Then you got Cookie on the phone with Elle Dallas, making sure that she's staying. Because, of course, Anika was trying to whisper something in Elle's ear. But Elle said, fuck all that. And so Elle is staying with Empire. And, then Lucius brings everybody into the room, everybody who's anybody. And he's pretty much talking to them. And he lets them know, in times like this, you draw blood. So, in other words, fuck all that playing nice. Fuck all that playing clean shit. This is the music industry, the entertainment industry. Fuck all that shit. We gonna have to get down and dirty since they want to snatch our fucking artists. Guess what? We gonna come back even harder and let the streets know that Empire been running this shit since day one, and we still gonna run this motherfucker to the day, we all up out of here. And that's just that. So anyway, then we see Jamal, Cookie, and Lucius. They're talking about which artists they're going to keep, which artists they're going to have to reel back in. And Jamal just let him know, he let Lucius know that I'll talk to such and such. And he was, I like the names, I was just like, all right, you know, I didn't really write them down. So, you know, he was just letting him know the different artists that, you know, he's talked to. And Lucius, after one artist, I think the one artist was named Little Kid, Little Boy, whatever, Little Brother or some shit, whatever the artist name was. I think he's a rapper, and he's supposedly straight or whatever. And, you know, Lucius was just like, what are you doing talking to him? And then it's like, you know, ever since you decided to come out, you know, that kind of put us in this predicament, because a lot of our artists damn near left that night after you decided to do all that shit. And, you know, he was feeling some type of way about that shit. And anyway, you know, pretty much Lucius said, you know, Jamal, whatever you do, you don't talk to Royalty, who is an artist that, you know, who is a really great artist that, you know, I guess they've been keeping at who's been at the label for a while. He just told him, whatever you do, you don't talk to him. Somebody else but you. I don't need you fucking that shit up either. And Jamal just let him know, I don't even get down with dudes like that, so you ain't got to worry about that. It is what it is. So pretty much, you know, we'll get into that a little bit later. Hakeem asked if he can talk to Royalty. Lucius told him, look, no, I do not want you talking to him. He's on another level. He is super hood. He is damn near a monster. He pretty much, you know, in translation, what Lucius was telling Hakeem is, you ain't really about that life. I don't need you getting hurt. Fuck all that shit. Cookie says, you know what, I will go talk to the boy. I'll convince him to stay at Empire. Where's he at? And Becky let her know, oh yeah, he's at Ghetto Ass Studios, the studio that Jamal recorded that song from a couple of episodes back. And Cookie was just like, God damn, I should have known better. So she goes over there, and there's that. Lucius, he also asked, for a brief second, Lucius asks, you know, where's Andre? And, you know, he comes in a little later. So next we see Victoria Bosman, a.k.a. V. Bosman, is singing in front of Creedmoor executives and Anika. And, you know, pretty much Beretti he's just like, all right, let's get her out there. Let's get her a big fashion photo shoot. Let's really promote her. Let's make her bigger than ever. And, you know, yeah, you know, it is what it is, blah, blah, blah. Then Anika talked to him, and she was like, all right, so she named like 3 artists. I talked to their managers, and they have agreed to bring them to Creedmoor. In translation, these are the rest of the artists that I'm stealing from Empire. I just wanted to give you a heads up. That's pretty much what it was. In translation, I'm stealing this artist, that artist, that artist, that artist, and a couple of more. You know, it is what it is. And old dude at Billy Beretti, he had asked, what about Tiana? Because, again, Anika was the one who brought Tiana in, but Cookie was the one that snatched Tiana up. So, you know, she was like, that's going to be a little difficult, but, you know, it is what it is. So back at Empire, they are talking about this other artist, this rock and roll artist, Travis Wild. And Hakeem was like, me and him had partied a while ago, I think overseas or whatever. And so he's a pretty cool dude, and I think he's pretty loyal to Empire. So let's get him there. And, you know, he suggested Hakeem was really, in this episode, we really saw Hakeem step up to the plate. He was like, you know, again, let me try to talk to him. And, of course, Lucius was just like, you know, I'll do the talking. You just call him up on your phone. When he answers, you pass the phone to me. Andre comes in looking like a mess, and this episode, I feel sorry for Andre. He was looking like a mess. Anyway, hold on. Andre comes in with a suitcase of money, and he says that whatever we do, we cannot let the auditors know about this money. This is pretty much bribe money to, you know, get them hookers, booze, you know, dope, whatever it is that we need to get them. And, of course, Jamal is just like, you know, this ain't what Empire is about. And Lucius just let him know, this is not just Empire. This is bigger than our label. This is the music industry. And if it's going to take hookers and you know, blow and cars and whatever the fuck these artists need, if it's going to take that to keep their ass here, guess what? That's what the fuck we gonna do. And then they got into a little bit of an argument because he again blamed Jamal for his coming out, which cost them a lot of artists. And it's just like, with that being said, and that's why I kept telling y'all earlier that I was gonna get to later, my thing is this. Most of these male artists who are in the industry, 9 times out of 10 are on the down low, and pretty much if they not screwing each other, they screwing the male songwriters and producers, and probably got some dudes on the side that they paying off to keep quiet. And you'll never fucking know. So it's like, you know, these artists who may not feel comfortable because, oh, we're on a label with a openly gay artist, most of you motherfuckers is damn near fucking each other, if not other dudes, and just, you know, paying them hush money. So, I mean, that being said, come on now, like, you acting, it's just, it was just so stupid to me. Like, you know, so because Jamal came out, these motherfuckers decided, oh, I'm not going to be on the label no more. Really? You going to let somebody and their sexuality come between you and your money and your career? Now, that's the most dumbest shit I've never heard in my life. If I ever had to point out a dumb motherfucker, them motherfuckers who left the label, those would be the ones I would point out as the dumb motherfuckers. Any fucking way. Hold on. Oh, that's what I thought. Anyway. So, you know, he just pretty much let him know it was because of you that artist had left Empire. And then Jamal just, you know, returned the favor and let him know, oh, well, if you would have, basically in translation, this is what Jamal said. If you would have kept your dick in your pants and not screwed, you know, our mother when you were with, and when you were supposed to be with Anika, we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place. Because pretty much, you know, with Lucius and Cookie hooking back up, you know, doing the do, him blowing her back out, and her telling Anika about it, that's pretty much what got them in this shit in the first place. So that was that scene right there. Then we have Anika and Billy talking, and he pretty much asks about more dirt on Lucius, talking about, is he gambling again? Is he doing drugs? What is it? What? And Anika was just like, he don't even use drugs. Like, why are we even talking about this? I'm here for the music. He let her know it's much bigger than the music, and he was touching on her leg, and it was just like, well, damn. We know you fucked him last episode, so Anika, you can't play innocent. We know that you fucked him. You know, we know that y'all fucked. Like, it ain't nothing. We know that y'all fucked. So, you know, you acting all innocent now when he touched your leg, but we know that y'all did what it do. You know. So, but she surprisingly enough, she remained loyal, a little bit loyal, and she didn't snitch. That's because she remembered he was gonna get that ass. If, you know, Lucius was gonna get her and her father if she snitched. So she played her cards smart this time. So then we see Cookie going to Ghetto Ass Studios, and she goes in, talks to Royalty, and she sees that he is around some of Creed Moore's goons. And they, you know, was talking about, oh, you know, it's a room full of men in here. You need to do a woman's job and leave and come back when it's time to clean up. She let him know, I only see one man in here, which is Royalty. And all you mark-ass motherfuckers, I ain't scared of none of y'all. I did 17 years in the pen. I ain't scared of none of you niggas. And with that being said, you know, they then played the drinking game with that, I think it was Lean. And I just got a question, y'all. Why in the fuck did we invent Lean? Seriously. Cough syrup, Jolly Ranchers, Mountain Dew, and or 7-Up, or some generic pop. And why? Why did we invent this shit that could basically kill you in an instant? Like, that's just the question I have. Why the fuck did we invent something that's gonna kill us automatically? Like, it may not kill you right then and there, but later down the line, it's gonna kill you. God, I swear, we sometimes, oh God, I swear, you niggas is ignorant sometimes. Anyway, then we see Ryan filming an artist, Delphine, which is played by the beautiful Estelle. And, you know, Jamal comes in, and they do a duet, and pretty much Jamal comes there with the game plan. He comes there to get Delphine because he finds out through the grapevine that after this last album with whatever label that she's with, she is up for grabs, and it's like, why not get her? She's had 3 platinum albums, a sold-out tour. It would be dumb not to get her while you can, and she really wants to work with Jamal anyway, so that's a win-win for the whole group of Empire. That's a win-win to get that artist. So, next we see Lucius, Hakeem, and Andre, and they are meeting with Travis Wild, and they are just pretty much, you know, trying to convince him to be with the label, stay with them. And he said that he didn't want to keep doing sharecropping, he didn't want to give them 30%, he didn't want to be paying for their private jets and big houses and all this other shit. And, you know, he pretty much said that, you know, the internet pretty much killed y'all. Don't you know that? Like, your label is kind of old, and you're getting old, you're dying, blah, blah, blah. And Andre's, you know, him up here, he was already leaving, but, you know, a little bit of him was still there, even though most of him left. It was a little bit of him still there, just a little bit. And he was just like, you know, hey, like, you know, just stay at the label, you know, we'll fix this, you know, we could split that 30%, divide it up, and we all be making money, da-da-da-da-da. So the dude, he said that, yeah, sure, I'll stay, it is what it is. But y'all, you could tell, if you're a good person that reads body language and facial expressions, y'all could tell that Travis Wild was going to leave their ass, and he was only telling them what they wanted to hear because he was probably scared that they wouldn't let him out that room. And it's like, I'm pretty sure that they would have let your ass out the room, they probably would have beat your ass up first, but they probably would have let your ass out that room after they smacked your ass around a couple of times, like, oh, you just gonna leave us then? Like, they probably gonna beat your ass up a couple of times and then let you out. But anyway, you know, he said that he was gonna stay, and, you know, we found out later that he, of course, didn't. So anyway, Jamal keeps calling Lucius, but it keeps going to voicemail, and every voicemail he tells him the same thing. You know, let's get Delphine, let's get Delphine, let's sign her, let's get her. And, you know, he just puts his phone up, turns it off or whatever. Then him and Delphine do the duet to her song Conquer, which is actually one of Estelle's songs off of her new album. So, you know, that was nice of them to do that. And anyway, back at Ghetto Ass Studios, the fact that it's named that, goddamn. Anyway, back at Ghetto Ass Studios, Cookie is the last woman standing. She's the last person standing, you know, her and Royalty. And she was just like, you gonna stay at Empire or what? You know, we family, this and that, da-da-da-da. She took that last drink like a motherfucking champion. She stood up. She was drunk and disorderly. Walked her ass out that damn studio. She was straggling and stumbling down the street. Some random-ass reject, just got out of jail looking-ass nigga tried to rob her. Malcolm and one of the other guys, they came out and saved her, rescued her. You know, and she was just like, take these cookies. Get a bite of me. Oh, Taraji is hilarious. Ooh, boy. This role was meant for us, seriously. But anyway. Oh shit, I was about to say something. Ooh, not about her, but this is about some other people. But again, you know, I was cut from a different cloth, so I know better. So unlike most of these motherfuckers. But any fucking way, back to this review. Listen, y'all, this little in-between thing that's going on right now is some behind-the-scenes shit that I would rather not talk about on camera and probably will never talk about because it's a matter of not burning bridges and just, you know, you see people true colors and you just like, all right, well, I'm going to see you then. I'm going to see you when I see you. And you just quietly, you know, take your steps away from them. But anyway, lesson learned. So anyway, back to the review. Hakeem confronts Lucius and he was asking him, why was it at the meeting you didn't let me talk and you pretty much, you know, you went up on a Tuesday for Andre, but you just, you know, let me stand there and let me sit there and be quiet like a little damn Muppet or puppet or whatever. Why could not talk and try to convince Travi to stay at the label? And, you know, he just let him know, there's a reason why I have you sit and watch and learn, because I need to make sure that if you are going to run this label, that you know how to work these artists and get them to stay. This is a business. This ain't no video. This ain't no video game. This is not fantasy. This is real shit. This is not just show. It's show business. So don't, you know, don't be asking questions like that. It is what it is. And he, of course, looked at his phone because Jamal kept calling. And, you know, lo and behold, after the song was recorded, you know, Jamal and Delphine, he scheduled a meeting with Delphine that night at Club Leviticus with her manager. And pretty much that's that. So after that, they, you know, no, not Andre, Hakeem and Lucius and everybody else, well, not everybody else, but just, you know, the people, board members, they were in the office. Becky came running to let them know that she got it from a valid source, that Travi ended up going to Creedmoor and Billy had Beretti had flew him out already to someplace. And Lucius was just like, damn, like, he just threw the paper down, like, damn, like, fuck, like, he was pissed. Hakeem, he was, again, trying to step up and go with his father. He said, no, I do not need you to be no little lapdog, no laggy, stop trying to follow me around. You and Jamal go find Andre because I need that damn money that he showed me earlier. You know, just go. You know, and it was really interesting to see Hakeem was really trying to step up. Like, I don't know if he may have read that book that Camilla got him or that stuff that Camilla told him in the last episode is finally getting to him. But he was really stepping up. And I was proud of him. Like, you know, him and Cookie are trying to fix their relationship and he was really trying to step up. I think, man, this episode really showed, it highlighted Jamal and Hakeem because they were really stepping up to keep these artists at Empire. With this shit going on, they were stepping up to keep these artists there. Like, oof, listen, Lucius can always count on them to draw blood. Like, boy, they, whew, listen, they know how to draw blood. I don't give a damn what you say. But anyway, hold on. Ah, shit. So Jamal and Hakeem are in the elevator, and they find Andre. I think he was on the 5th floor. He was on some floor. They had found him. He had this big old bag, and pretty much, you know, come to find out this motherfucker done fucked around and bought a damn Lamborghini, a.k.a. a Lambo for short. And it's just like, well, goddamn, like, the fuck, like, you know, dad is going to be pissed at you. You took the bribe money and bought a goddamn Lambo, like, really, at a time like this? And then Andre's, you know, after him, he then got into a fight with them, you know. Like I told y'all, this episode was going to be Andre versus everybody. This was the greatest hits album. This is the greatest hits album. Andre versus everybody. This is the greatest hits album. So he was, you know, of course, fighting them and stuff like that. And while they were fighting, come to find out, somebody from the outside, could have been somebody, it was most likely from somebody from Creedmoor, and I'm going to get to that in just a second. Somebody from the outside hacked into Empire's system and shut down the elevators. And I think they probably shut down the electronics downstairs too, but they didn't show that. But I think that if they shut down the elevator system, they shut down everything else. And I think that on the slick low, I think that Anika somehow may have went into Malcolm's office and she may have got a copy of the codes and took it over to, you know, Creedmoor, and somebody, a technician guy over there, he knew how to hack into the system, and bam, pretty much shut down the damn power in the building. So, you know, the elevator shut down, and there's that. Now we are at the airport. We see the airplane taking off with Travis Wild, so they're too late to tell him to, you know, come back to Empire. They're too late. A showdown happens at, you know, at the airport, and it's pretty much, you know, Creedmoor versus Empire. And to me, this looked like some damn Bad Boy versus Death Row type of shit. It's like motherfuckers pulling out guns. You got the two label heads about to go at it. Like, I swear this was like some West Coast versus East Coast 90s beef type of shit. I was just like, well, goddamn, like, what the fuck? Like, oh boy. And then when Beretti pulled that gun on Lucius, I was just like, come on now. You're not finna shoot him. It can't end like this. And even Lucius said it. He said, this ain't how it ends. And I was just like, that's right. This is not how it ends. This is not how it ends. So anyway, you know, after Beretti made that comment that your tragedy mumbles your name in her sleep, he said, I got what I wanted from her and then I dropped her. Oops, I think I did the same to you. I was just like, oh, how dare you? It's just like, Lucius, man, listen, if it ain't Cookie that comes at you with the one-liners, it's Lucius. Like, man, he said, I used her for what I needed her for, then I got rid of her. Now I dropped her. Oops, I think I did the same to you. God damn. But anyway, on their way back, Malcolm pretty much calls the technician guy over at Empire, and he's like, you know, reprogram the whole system, and that, you know, they're on their way back, and he'll look at it later. You know, they're on their way back. It is what it is. Now, let's go. The brothers are still in the elevator, and they're shut down. Andre is really having a meltdown. He is just losing it, and, you know, oh my God, it was really hard to watch those scenes where Andre was just breaking down and not feel sorry for him, because it was just like, oh my God, like, you know, and a lot of people, and I remember hearing this from Justin's video, Justin J, a lot of people were saying that, oh, that's not really how bipolar works in real life and blah, blah, blah. Listen, it's levels to this mental illness shit. It's like in the black community, we don't really talk about mental illness. Like, it's so much shit that we don't talk about, and it's sad. Like, this is a little sad note, but this is some serious shit. It's like, you know, whether it's bipolar or PTSD or, you know, paranoia, psychotic, all that shit we don't talk about, and it's just like, it's levels to this shit. Like, I mean, shit, like I told y'all, I think in either a last video, I don't think it was the Empire review, but in the last video I told y'all how I got a friend that's bipolar. Child, there's been times when I was on the phone with her that she was literally going off on people in the background. Then she would, and like within a second, she would snap back and be all calm and shit, but I could tell she was still mad, and I just told her, look, call me later, because you are really mad right now, and I don't need you getting mad at me, because you already know how I am. You know, you getting mad at don't point your anger at me, because I'm going to point that shit back at you, and I will say some shit that I cannot take back. So call me back. So, you know, I've had to deal with that shit, and it's a never-ending thing with me and my one friend. You know, I love her to death, and it's just, you got to be careful with her. You know, you got to be careful with how you approach people with bipolar disorder, because it's something that we just don't discuss and talk about and really look into, you know? So I really like how they're touching on that topic in this show, and I really like how they touched on it in this episode specifically. So, Jamal had calmed him down, and they started singing the song. They started singing the song "Lean on Me" that they used to sing as when they were kids, and they all, had came together and hugged. And I shit y'all not, I remember when I was watching Ashley's video, Ashley Miller, and she said, when Andre's hand was around Hakeem's neck, she was like, "Now she was like, I hope that she was like, I was hoping that Andre didn't snap, because if he snapped, all he had to do to Hakeem was, and it would have been over." And I was just thinking that too, like, what if he did snap? He, after they sung that little song and came together, he went back to on his Andre versus everybody shit. All it would have took was that, and that's the end of Hakeem. It's just like, well, damn, like, holy shit. I'm glad that shit did not happen, because, god damn, like, whew, damn, that would have just been, God, that would have been tragic. Oh, shit, just, oh, damn. But anyway, Lucius returns to the office and sees the boys in the office, and he yells at them for because of the whole elevator thing, and, it was just like, it is what it is. And Andre was like, "I think I know how we can get Travi back. Give him the Lambo I had bought him." And Lucius just looked at him like, "Motherfucker, you bought a Lambo with the fuck?" Lucius was just like, "I'm over it. At this point, I'm fucking over it. What else is new?" Cookie and Portia came into the office, and Cookie was like, "Why the hell is y'all sitting down for? Tiana is finna have a meeting with Anika and really soon." And then Portia was just like, "Oh, they on something, and they on like Cleaver and Chelsea or some shit. That was the street." And it was just like, Cookie, Hakeem, and Portia had left, and Cookie just told Hakeem, "Come with me." And he was like, "Oh, you need me?" She was like, he was like, "Oh, you want me to go?" She was like, "I need you to go." And because it's like, Lucius was just like, "Let them take Tiana. It's open fucking season." And he pointed at Hakeem like, "That's your girl. Go get her. Because if they take her, oh, bitch, we pretty much out of this bitch. So go fucking get her back." So Jamal and Lucius ended up getting into a little argument, and Jamal pretty much got his father together, and he let him know, "Listen, the world does not give a fuck because I'm gay. It is what it is. The artist who I've been trying to tell you about, Delphine, she wants to be here with Empire. She wants to work with me, the gay one. She don't give a fuck about any of that shit. So you take your tired ass homophobia and stick it somewhere else, because we putting these differences aside, right? Oh, okay, so good. Let's do this shit." Because, it's just like, Lucius, you're the only one who really cares about this whole thing. It's like nobody else really cares. At this point, nobody really gives a damn. You're the only one who's holding on to this shit. And it's just like, boy, sit your ass down somewhere. For real, you're the only one who's holding on to this shit. It's like, boy, bye. Goodbye. Seriously, good fucking bye. Anyway, what happened next? So, yeah. After getting his father together, they decide, okay, here's the game plan. Jamal and Lucius go meet with Delphine and her manager, Cookie, Hakeem, Portia, and Hakeem's little crew. Y'all go get Tiana. Let's do this. Break. But before that, he let Malcolm know, "Listen, do not let Andre leave this office. Be sure to call his wife Rhonda, because, Lucius, it's at this point that we know that Lucius knows something is not right with Andre. I've known, it's like, the look on Lucius' face was like, I've known this for a long time, I just didn't know what it was, but this looks like it's serious. Listen, don't let him leave this office. Don't let him leave the building, period. Lock it down, call Rhonda. I'll be back." So they leave, and, Andre was just like, he was like, "Andre needs to go get Travi Wild." And it was just like, "No, sir, you can't leave. No. He was like, "Oh, you fired. You know that, right? You fired. Ha, 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 ha." And Andre was low-key scaring all the people who was in the office, in the boardroom, and all of them had looked at him like, "All right, I'm about to pack up. I will see y'all tomorrow, because I'm not about to die for anybody. Listen, your father, he's my boss, but I'm not about to die for him, because I don't get paid that much any fucking way." They had that look on their face like, "I don't get paid that much any fucking way." And listen, I'm about to go. I will see y'all tomorrow. It's like, what, 10 o'clock right now, 10:30, 11? I'll see y'all ass tomorrow. Goodbye. So everybody cleared the fuck out. Everybody except the security guards and Andre had cleared the fuck out. And I'm glad they did, because, this episode was it was a little difficult when seeing Andre's scenes. It was just like, goddamn, you couldn't help but feeling like you was about to break out and cry. Boy. Shit. This bipolar shit ain't nothing to play with, y'all. I'm trying, because it's just, goddamn. Child. But anyway, moving forward. So Anika goes to meet Tiana. Hakeem stalls her, and he's just like, you know, you family now. You know, my father. He hurts everybody, but you know, can you forgive him? Can you come back to us? Da 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 da. Why are you doing all this? And you know, they had hugged or whatever, and they hugged in the right position because he let Anika see that Cookie is already talking to Tiana. You ain't doing shit. And his crew and Portia walked up at the right time, and you know, Hakeem went in to go talk to Tiana and go to talk to Tiana with Cookie, and the crew was just like, we ain't letting you go down. Y'all, I shit you not, I wanted Portia and old girl to slap the fuck out of Anika, or at least beat her up or something. Like, I wanted something to happen, because it's just like, Anika, you deserve somebody just need to slap the fuck out of you for what you did. So anyway, Cookie, Tiana, and Hakeem talk, and she says, yes, I'm gonna stay at Empire. But she wants her and Hakeem to get back together, but he can't because he still is in love with Camilla. But you know, they put that, I think they put that difference aside, and so they are now, you know, they put that difference aside, and you know, she has decided to stay with Empire. So at the at Club Leviticus, after you know Lucius and Jamal talk with Delphine and her manager, it turns out that 6 years ago they bought Delphine to Empire, but Anika, who was the A&R at the time, didn't want to sign her. And Lucius let them know, oh yeah, that A&R person is no longer with us. You know, we can really work with you. You're on our label. So in order to celebrate her joining the label, they sung the song "You're So Beautiful," and everybody had a good time. And you know, it ended on a good note for that part. And then we went back to Andre at the office. We see Rhonda's in there, and shit, Andre was fucking losing it. Like, he lost it, seriously. And oh boy, I'm telling you, boy, when I was watching Ashley's review, she said something good too. She was like, now, if Andre would have jumped out of one of those windows in the office, she was like, if he would have jumped out the window, I wanted all y'all to run. Because, child, imagine it. If he would have jumped through that window, shattered glass everywhere, and like a big old piece of shattered glass, everybody getting cut. Like, that's going to be the final cut. Like, no pun intended. Like, holy shit. So, you know, he has a meltdown, and, you know, Lucius comes and he's like, you know, I'm trying to help you, son. And it's just like, oh, so now I'm your son? You know, after all these years, you know, 8 to 10, you know, I get up every day and, you know, all my life is just working home, 8 to 10. I'm the one that's been keeping this business alive, da-da-da-da-da. For all these years, I've been doing everything, da-da-da-da. You ain't never appreciated me. You ain't never loved me. It was just like, God damn, he is really fucking losing it. And so, you know, he was like, I learned the lesson back in some business class in college. You never cross the person who knows you're a murderer. He whispered that under his breath, and it was just like, oh shit, y'all got to remember, Andre knows that Lucius killed Bunky, and that's Cookie's cousin. So it's like, yeah, it's like, is he gonna end up snitching on Lucius? And it's like, if that ever does happen, oh bitch, this family is about to be broken all over again. Cookie gonna fuck around and try to kill Lucius. But anyway, he has a complete meltdown, and the guards hold him down. The EMTs come with the stretcher, with the stretcher and everything. They pretty much they get him down, they pull out the needle, they subdue him, you know, knock him out, and they send him off to the mental health clinic. And Rhonda is in a fucking distraught because they was like, oh yeah, we need the next of kin to sign the paperwork. And Lucius was just looking out of it, and he looked at the guy and he was like, his wife is right there. Like, Lucius looked like he didn't want to say shit. It was just like, here, his wife is right there, talk to her ass. I'm not here right now. I'm not here right now. Like, I'm in another place. I just saw my son have a meltdown for the first fucking time, and just, you know, it was just like everybody in the room was just kind of stuck in a sense, because it's just like, God damn, like, we've never seen this side of Andre. Holy shit. And, you know, Rhonda signs the paperwork, and that's pretty much the end of the episode. So there's that. I want to know you guys' comments and thoughts. And again, I apologize for the delay with the review. Behind the scenes shit was happening, and I'm just, at this point, I'm just tired of the bullshit. And on that note, I'm finna go finish working on this script for this short film, because your boy is about to go in monster mode. I might pull an all-nighter getting this shit done, because I gotta send my half to my partner, and he's gonna finish it up, and then bam, we got the script done. So yeah, it was just some behind the scenes shit going on, but your boy is good, y'all. I'm alright. I'm okay. So on that note, you guys, I want to know your thoughts, your comments, like, share, comment, be sure to subscribe, and this is Prince Onyx signing off. Love you guys, love you all, and thank you. Peace. I'm out. More videos either coming tonight, but I might push those videos to tomorrow, and yes, see you guys tomorrow. Peace. And see you.